The Geyser model, ADHD energy as a natural ecosystem, designing for eruption, ADHD as episodic power, not linear flow, written by ADHD Asian girl. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you're just built like a geyser. If you spend your life thinking, why can't I just do the thing like everyone else? Pause right there. You're not lazy, you're not inconsistent, you don't lack discipline. You're probably just a geyser. It's time to understand yourself and design for your energy eruption. Geyser versus river, a metaphor for energy. If you ever wondered why you've tried every traditional productivity system out there and none of them work, there's a reason. Just from lived experience, many of us with ADHD already know this. We don't thrive in evenly spaced, time-blocked chunks or tidy, linear plans. We work best in episodic, nonlinear sprints. Our productivity comes in huge waves, not steady trickles. Our energy doesn't follow straight lines. It loops, crashes, pauses, and resurges. We don't build progress in a predictable sequence. We gather momentum until something finally breaks open. Here's a clear way to picture it. Geyser versus river. Most productivity systems are designed like dams, built to harness the steady, predictable flow of a river. That's how a lot of neurotypical energy moves. A consistent stream of input leads to consistent output. The entire system assumes linearity. If you block the time, stay focused, and chip away steadily, you will get results. But ADHD energy is not a river, it's a geyser. Like Old Faithful in Yellowstone. For a while, it might seem like nothing is happening, but under the surface, things are building. Thoughts, emotions, patterns, creativity, then all at once, eruption, clarity, output, movement. And afterward, you need to reset, retreat, and let the cycle rebuild. Try to put a dam over that kind of energy doesn't create productivity. It creates pressure. And when the dam inevitably cracks, you start blaming yourself instead of questioning the system. Being a geyser isn't a flaw, it's a different kind of ecosystem. The solution isn't to fix yourself. The solution is to understand your energy rhythm and build systems that work with your natural cycle, not against it. And it starts by noticing your natural energy cycles, not just cognitively, but socially and somatically. Once you know when your internal geyser tends to erupt, you can start protecting those windows, even in small ways. And that's when things start to flow. Mapping your energy rhythm. To begin shifting out of self-blame, we need to ask, what kind of energy do I actually have and when? Channeling ADHD energy into execution takes more than cognitive focus. It also relies on your social energy and somatic momentum. You are an ecosystem. Your energy has patterns. You just haven't been taught to track them. Try this first. Simple reflection. To start noticing your natural rhythm, asks, when does my brain feel clearest and most focused? When does my body naturally want to move? When do I crave connection and feel most socially open? And when I ignore this one part of my energy, everything else unravels. What is it? Still feeling fuzzy? I made a simple energy mapping Google form to help you identify your cognitive peak, your clearest focus window, social peak, when connection feels easiest, somatic peak, when your body has the most energy, anchoring energy, the one that affects everything else when neglected. Take a minute to pause here and fill out that form. And if you filled out the form already, great. Let's make sense of your results together. Even if you haven't, seeing how I map energy across time might spark some insight into your own patterns. Interpreting your rhythm results. Let's dive into what those peaks might look like for you. Cognitive peak, focus, and brain power. If most of your answers fall into morning, you think clearly early on, use this time for deep work, writing, or planning. Your brain is sharpest before distractions win. Afternoon, your focus ramps up midday. Start slow, then dive into analysis, strategy, or creative work once your brain's online. Evening, you hit your stride later during the day. Save this window for problem solving, writing, or high focus tasks. Night, your brain lights up late. Great time for quiet thinking, creative work, or planning tomorrow. Just don't expect early mornings to feel great. Social peak. If most of your answers fall into morning, you're socially open early in the day. This might be a good time for check-ins, team calls, or one-on-one conversations before things gets busy. Afternoon, your connection energy is strongest midday, great for meetings, group chats, or collaborative work when you're mentally and socially present. Evening, you prefer connecting after other tasks are down. Use this time for meaningful conversation, hangouts, or social plans, online or in person. Night, you come alive socially late, whether it's texting, voice notes, or long chats. This is your best time to connect without distraction. Somatic peak. If most of your answers fall into morning, you've got early physical energy. Try workouts, walks, or knocking out chores while you're naturally in motion. Afternoon, your body hits its stride midday, ideal for running errands, moving around, or getting things done without dragging. Evening, you get your somatic energy later during the day. Light movement, stretching, or tidying up feel best now. Night, you feel restless late. Try movement, walks, stretches, or body-based wind-downs to help you settle. How to find your core energy peak. Use your answers to these two questions to help figure out which energy type is your non-negotiable. When this part of my day gets ignored or misaligned, everything else starts to fall apart. When I protect time for this kind of energy, the rest of my day flows better. That's your anchor, your core geyser. It's not meant to erupt all day, but when it does, that burst can fuel everything else. Even small acts of protecting that window, your natural surge, can help the rest of your day flow with more ease and alignment. My own example, afternoon brain equals anchor. My focus and mental clarity always peak in the afternoon. Cognitive energy is my main geyser. Even if I feel socially open then, in the afternoon as well, I've learned that if I don't protect my afternoon for deep work, fill it with meetings or low-value tasks, my whole day feels off. How I build my day. Morning, slow start with light chores, meetings, admin work, planning. Afternoon, deep work, client sessions, writing. Evening, cooking, workouts, casual conversations, other chores. Night, rest, journaling, quiet, reset. I'm not time blocking every hour into a flawless plan, and those usually unravel by 11 a.m. We all know that. But when I honor my energy anchor, that natural bursts where my core energy flows strongest, everything else tends to click into place. Tiny tweaks make a big difference. Here are some small adjustments you can try. If you notice you're more socially open at certain times, try scheduling meetings during those windows. If your mental focus is sharper in specific parts of your day, carve out even 1 or 2 blocks a week. To match that rhythm can make a big difference. If your schedule feels packed, see if there's room to shift things around, maybe batch similar tasks together. Front-load meetings earlier in the week, or carve out time later for deeper, focused work. Even a small window aligned with your natural energy can help you make the most out of your energy peak. It's not about perfection, it's about honoring your energy patterns and letting them guide how your day unfolds. Want support? If you're ready to work with your energy instead of against it, I would love to support you. As a coach, I help ADHD folks understand their rhythms and build days that actually honor their natural flow, what I call the Geyser model. Treating your energy not as a problem to fix, but as a natural ecosystem to work with. Because you're not broken, you're not behind, you're not lazy, you're just built for episodic power, not linear flow. Let's stop building the dams where eruptions were meant to happen. Let's start designing for eruption, systems that move with your rhythm, not against it. You can book a discovery call with me by visiting ADHDasiangirl.com. and explore how this might look for your unique energy ecosystem. Warmly, Ying, meditation teacher, ADHD coach, resonance amplifier, aka ADHD Asian girl, currently building the resonance field.